More magic for less money. Let's go. Hi, I'm Sarah, your unofficial Disney Cruise Line mom, and today we are talking all about ways for you to save on board when you're on a Disney ship where you are spending less money or no money for extra magic. These are going to be alternatives to things you pay for less money or that are free. So let's jump right into number one. Instead of fish extenders, you're going to do pixie dusting. And you may be thinking, what is any of that? So fish extenders, like let's back up for a little history. Fish extenders is something that you may find on your Facebook group. Yes, every cruise has a Facebook group. So if you have booked a cruise, you can go to Facebook and find your cruise on Facebook and you can join it and talk to other fellow guests before your cruise even starts. In this process, there is going to be people organize something called fish extenders, and fish extenders is really an interesting term because a fish extender is outside your door and it's like this little fish shaped thing on the classic ships that is almost like a stocking mantle, or like, you know how you hang stockings for Christmas? It's just something you can hang stuff on. It has like your door number, your room number on it, and then you can like hang stuff off of it. So people will bring these little hangy things. These are what you might call a fish extender, and they'll hang it outside your door. You do not have to have a fancy one like this. If you want one like this, I have it linked in the description below, but you don't have to have one like this. You can even put like a gift bag outside your door. And what happens in the Facebook groups is they coordinate gift exchanges. And the gift exchanges, because you don't know everybody's information and where everybody is at all times, you leave gifts in their little fish extender. The alternative to that is something called pixie dusting. All it is you hang out, you put something outside your door like this or a gift bag, and it tells people, hey, I'm open to get gifts. And courtesy means that you should bring stuff to give to other people. Now, why do we do this instead of fish extenders? Fish extenders can get expensive because you are buying for people in different staterooms, and maybe they have preferences, and maybe there are expectations about what you're supposed to be gifting, and there's just a lot involved. So this will not only save you money, but it'll also save you mental energy and a lot of extra planning. So our alternative, we get these off of Amazon. They're little stickers. They're character stickers that we will just put in random fish extenders that we see, like little areas that are these things that we see across the ship that are empty and that we can kind of guess they might have kids in, because these little sticker things are great for flights and car rides, and everybody is traveling to get to that cruise anyway. So this is just a really fun little toy, little exchange, and it's easy to pack. So that's the other thing about fish extenders and pixie dusting is you need to bring this stuff home or you need to bring it to the ship. So the easiest to pack is stickers. So we love to do that. So that's number one, pixie dusting over fish extenders. Number two, since we're on the topic of pixie dust, we're going to talk about, instead of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, we're going to do pixie dusting in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. I know, I said pixie dusting twice. Yes, there's two different meanings. It's very confusing. So real quick definition of pixie dust, maybe I need to put it at the bottom of the screen. Pixie dust is when somebody does something, random acts of kindness, I guess, is the easiest way to explain pixie dust. But pixie dust in general is random acts of kindness. It can be done from a cast member or anyone on the ship or in any Disney experience anywhere. So anytime in Disney someone does a random act of kindness, you can consider it pixie dusting. Now, with the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, this is very different because the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique comes from Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, i.e. Cinderella. And in Cinderella, they do a little pixie dusting and the whole thing happens, right? Editing Sarah here, and I want to clarify something about pixie dust. So in Cinderella, the fairy godmother has a magic wand, and the magic wand definitely looks like it has pixie dust on it. But nowhere has it ever been said that that's what it is. But my little brain has always considered it to be pixie dust because then in Peter Pan, Tinkerbell also has magic dust that is called pixie dust. So sorry for the confusion. Pixie dusting, I guess, is not always associated with Cinderella, but in my mind, it definitely is. So pixie dusting in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is the sprinkling of glitter on said child's hair. Super fun and totally free. So if you want more of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique experience, though, you can make it less expensive by bringing your own costumes. So you can either do the free sprinkling of pixie dust, or you can bring your own costume for the full like hair and makeup and backpack experience that is also really fun. But that will still cost you $100 or at least $100. So just something to know. Moving on to number 3, instead of getting snacks and popcorn and drinks and all the things at the movie theater, just go to the top deck, get a snack, or you can bring your own candy on board the ship. You don't need to buy any of that, and you can still have a magical time in the theater. The theater does not need snacks. And also, if you're going before your dinner, then it's right before your dinner, so you don't really need to eat. And if you're going right after your dinner, you just had this incredible full meal. So yeah, have more magic. Go enjoy the films, go enjoy the shows, and you don't need to buy all the extra stuff. Also, there are free soft drinks and other drinks up on the top deck, so you really don't need to be spending money on that. Now, if you still really want the popcorn, you're just gonna have to buy a popcorn bucket because they say like it's not the best idea to bring your own because technically that's against the rules. So I don't ever eat popcorn, so I don't really know, but that's just what I've heard on the streets that those are meant for 14 days in the parks and only in the parks, or if you buy one on the ship, it is for your length of cruise on the ship. Speaking of drinks, let's talk about fancy drinks. This is number 4. Instead of buying all the fancy drinks, you can bring your own. Now, we're not going to talk about alcohol just yet. We're talking about like your morning drinks, your coffee, your tea, your energy drinks. And this is what our family does. We bring our own energy drinks on the ship. These are from Walmart. They're like under $2. They're super cheap. And they're just little packets of energy drink. We don't drink coffee, so this is what we bring. And then I also really like these True Lemon packets, and we will bring these with us and just put them in our drinks, and we don't have to pay anything for them. You can also bring your own tea on board, and there are, you can bring your own drinks. There are certain limitations to that. There's like 6 cans or 2 bottles of wine, but we'll talk about alcohol now. So number 5, you can bring your own alcohol on board. So instead of buying expensive alcohol on the ship, you can bring your own, which is cheaper. Also, there are certain occasions where there are specialty beverages, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic, on the ship for free. This includes like the captain's reception on formal night. If your cruise is longer, I believe, than 4 nights, they have a captain's reception during formal night. And then also if you are a gold plus member, so if you're gold, platinum, or pearl, they sometimes have like a reception for those members that also include beverages. There are other places around the ship that you may find specialty beverages for free, but these are not guaranteed. That includes like the DVC informational session. A lot of times they'll have bottled water and specialty beverages there. And at Palo Brunch. Palo Brunch, even though you're paying for the brunch, there's always your first drink, which is free. It usually includes a Bellini, a mimosa, and something else. So those are just things to know. Number 6, the photo package. Instead of doing the photo package, you can use your phone. And if you have not been on a cruise before, I want to be the first to tell you that the character handlers or the character assistants will take your picture with your phone. You just have to ask them. Sometimes they'll offer, but you do not have to buy the photo package to get your photos. Now, if you do want your photos, if you want the full photo package, I recommend doing that before your cruise because it is discounted. It's only slightly discounted, but it is discounted then. But overall, you do not need to buy the photo package. And pro tip, there are so many wonderful, really kind people on board a Disney ship that you can ask just about anyone and they would be glad to take your picture for you. Number 7, instead of doing the Royal Tea, Olaf's Royal Picnic, or the Adventure Tea, which all cost $250 plus an adult that has to join, which is like another $80, you can just do the Royal Gathering. I know it's a little bit confusing. Royal Gathering is free. Royal Tea is not. Now, the Royal Teas, all the teas that you can find on a Disney ship, do cost, but they also have a lot of amenities involved with them. So you are getting a lot of things, but for less money, i.e. for free, which is why we're talking about this, you can do the Royal Gathering, which means you will get to meet like 4 different princesses in one little 15-minute chunk of time where you're going to wait in a little bit of a line, and then you're going to meet all the 4 princesses at once and get your picture with them if you want, autographs, etc. And it's totally free. You do have to book online though, so just something to note. And that happens 30 days prior to your cruise. So get online at midnight if you want that experience. Okay, number 8. If you have little kids, uh, instead of doing paid adult dining, you can do main dining without your kids. I said it. I said it. If you are budget conscious, this is a hack that you need to know. Actually, every parent needs to know this. You can feed your kids at the pool deck, you can feed them before dinner, and then you send them to the kids club so that you and your partner or whoever else is you're traveling with can have an adult night out or have an adult meal without your kids. And I say this because my kids love the kids club. This is not something like we're forcing them into, but it is a great way for us to have just a nice meal that's kid free. And a lot of times it's really hard for them to sit through those meals. So, especially if it's at one of the restaurants that doesn't have a lot of entertainment, I highly recommend feeding your kids beforehand and sending them to the kids club so you can have a night out. Okay, number 9, pirate night. Instead of buying new costumes and all the things before pirate night, you can just not because Disney provides every single person a bandana. So you can just wear all black or black and white or something very, very simple that you already have in your closet at home, that your kids already have at home, and then just accessorize with bandanas. I know this might feel a little bit weird to you, but I just want to de-influence. You can have just as much magic for less money for free because these are great souvenirs that you get to take home with you, and then you can come back and just bring these, and there you go. Now, if you like doing all these things and paying extra money, you do you. This is just ways to save more magic for less money. Okay, and finally, number 10, instead of buying souvenirs, there are so many free souvenirs on that ship. It will blow your mind. Okay, let's start with the babies. The babies have these cute bags that they get in the nursery. They're yellow. They are so cute. They say Disney Cruise Line on. They're little drawstring bags. They're like their little diaper bags. And the last few times we've been on a cruise, our little one has gotten one of these bags, and it's so cute. And they put like a little name tag on it and this little felt stuff, foam stuff. So cute. Next, on the Disney Wish, if you go to guest services, you can get yourself a magic wand or, your kids' magic wands. They do not hand these out when you board the ship, but they are at guest services if you are interested. Going back to the babies, my kiddo makes us so much artwork, so many crafts. It's so cute. Show you one more. I mean, this stuff we will be framing in our house. Kind of cute. So if you're looking for baby crafts, they got them in the kids club or in the nursery. Now, moving on to the kids, they make so many crafts in the kids club. And this includes the 4 and 5-year-olds. If they're into it, they will come home with crafts. I mean, they'll come back to the stateroom with crafts. Whether or not you come home with them is your choice. So, just be warned, they will be coming out with crafts. They absolutely will. And in the kids club, they do have special events where they make specialty crafts, like the pillowcases for the pajama night experience. So on your navigator in the app, you'll see like pajama party or something about pajamas or PJs, something along those lines. And that should be clue up that they will be making pillowcases or decorating pillowcases. They're definitely not making the pillowcases. They are just coloring all over them. And that can be a really fun autograph tool or something for the characters to sign for autographs. So that's a really great, helpful hint. Other free souvenirs include things like the chocolates in your room, postcards, pens. I mean, there are just so many things, knickknacks that you're going to find on the ship. You can go to different craft sessions. I've seen friendship bracelet making. There is typically magnets that you can make on board. There's 3D characters that you can kind of build, bag decorating. There's so many different crafts where you can make your own souvenirs, and it is a great alternative than buying your own souvenirs. And finally, if you want some really, really sought after souvenirs, you need to go play the games. Yeah. You need to go play trivia. You're going to need to go play Match Your Mate. You need to go do all those things so that you can win the most sought after Disney medals. We do not own any. We don't have time to play games. Actually, we did play Match Your Mate 10 years ago and we did win. I don't remember about the medals, but we did get a rainforest pass and we got a bottle of champagne and a few other things. Oh, we got hats too. I don't know what all they gift these days, but that is something to look into if you are looking for some free souvenirs. Okay, that about covers it. I want to know if I left anything off my list. Please leave it in the comments below. How do you experience more magic for less money on your Disney cruises? And coming up, you guys know that I'm going to be on the maiden voyage of the Disney Adventure in Singapore in just a few months. So stay tuned and subscribe for all of that content that will be on its way, because there is a lot to plan and a lot to be preparing for that experience, as well as some other cruises we have coming up, like the Destiny in December. So thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.